Hello everyone, welcome to another Green Dragons Gaming Club. Without us, they never feel like winners. Without them, we couldn't look so good. So I know it's been a while. Just a few things. One, holidays. Two, I found that every time I was taking pictures on my phone, it was just killing my phone. So I've had a couple games in between. Actually, one was against the player I'm about ready to show you. And I looked at it. He's like, "Oh, you're going to take pictures?" I'm like, "I'm not taking pictures this time. It kills my phone. I don't have my phone charger with me." Um, so what I'm going to start doing is utilizing a camera. So hopefully you'll get more battle reports coming out of me here soon enough. At least one a week is my hope, because again, I can't show everything due to play testing and other reasons. But you know that's our hope. If you live up in the Westchester area, do me a favor, reach out to me. Actually, if you live in PA, Maryland, DC area, I'm going to be with due to work. I'll be traveling. So again, reach out to me on the boards, Sir MC 2015, up on the boards. If I have a chance to swing by your area with one of my armies, I gladly will try to get a game in. And one of the things that I would love for everyone who watches my channel to do is make sure they're helping promote the Ninth Age. I actually have seen a lot of big strides with Ninth Age in terms of the organization, some restructuring and things like that. So I'm very hopeful. But you know, one way that the masses, needs to turn around and help with that is to make sure that you're playing in your local game stores. Make sure that you're reaching out and building your local communities. Because one thing, and I'm probably as guilty, if not more guilty, is moving into people's basements will kill clubs and things like that, and not and the reason why is you're not able to have any growth. So that's why you want to turn around, and especially since there's no product with this, in order to build the community, you want to be able to be that visual. And that's it. That's my soapbox for the day. Look up Once Bitten. He does a really good video that he did about it's almost 10 months ago, about going out to the game stores. But anyway, you're here to hear a battle report. Now, this battle report was done almost a month ago, so I do apologize that it took me so long to put it up. And this was an Undying Dynasties, which was Victor. Unfortunately, I forget his online name. And myself trying to get back in the swing of things with King of Equitane. This was before 2.0 dropped for the masses, which was one of the big reasons why I waited to put this one out. So I didn't have permission to post this, as I did have permission to post the other one, because I was walking that real fine line previously. And I don't have the two army lists. I will try to do a better job of that in the future. Now, me going back to Equitane, if those of you who've been watching my channel for quite a while remember, I was originally an Equitane player. Then I went to Dwarven Holes, and you gotta understand, I have Dwarven Hole. At one point, I think next battle report, I'm going to take a picture of all the models I have, which has my wife rolling her eyes, going, "You need help." But I think it is an addiction. I think most of you who are watching this channel probably share in my addiction, and we're not going to change. But that was getting astray. The reason why for the lay, though, was part of it was I had to wait for 2.0 to drop. So here's a picture of the board. I'll go with what I remember as best as I can. So he's got the two battle sphinxes there. The one with wings is not a flying whatever. It's just they're good. They're two old war kitties. He's got two catapults. He's got 3 units of archers. He's got two or three units of the Necroguard and one big brick of block of skeletons. He's got 1 unit of Fast Cav. Where I had a brick of Knights of the Realm, brick of Knights of the Realm, a huge, monstrous brick of Knights of Forlorn with a Reliquary, my BSBs in that unit, and then I've got what do I have over there? Just a plain unit of archers. I've got 1 Scorpion and 1 Trebuchet that is launching a cow. Don't have a cow, man. So what he did is he dropped for first turn. Okay, no worries there. I'm used to going second, or actually I may have actually gotten first turn. But so he turns around. He moves everything up as such. And at this point in time, he chaffs me. You know, he's winning. He shouldn't be, but he's winning the chaff game. He's not scared of anything I have. My character that has the great weapon, which even still is wounding those big critters on sixes, that does D3 wounds on a roll of a six with no special saves allowed. It's just not over there. All right. I've got my mage and stuff like that. So he turns around. He drops a rock on my forlorn. And if you now look, let me go back a pick. Oh, you see they're manning the line, in which case, if that unit mans that line, there's so much I can do. I can go into the War Kitty, probably beat up down that War Kitty, because I'd be using Spears first round of combat because their new rule. And I can chaff up the other one, basically forfeiting my unit of knights and have it go in a manner so that it's going to overrun so that the Forlorn can turn around and deal with it. But those catapults, he hits it, he does a wound. Leadership 9, rerollable, and I fail. And there goes the Forlorn. So now this is start of my turn, and again, he killed 2. He killed 2 Knights of Forlorn. And there's my BSB. There's the green knight that's actually in the front of that unit. That was heartbreaking. And I got to give credit to my opponent because Victor looked at it, he's like, look, at this point, it may be even better if we just reset, or if they actually go off the board next turn, then just have them stop at the edge and turn them around because I'd rather play the game. I'm like, you know what? Thank you. And that, to me, speaks volumes of your opponent. That's one of the reasons why I welcome him into my house, is because it's about playing the game and having fun. Okay, we still play the rules, and at this point in time, I feel like I'm wounding myself. Self-inflicted injuries going on here. But yeah, that's basically it. So as I said, so I charge in, I kill the chaff. I actually do rally my Forlorn, and I took my wizard out of the knight unit, and I tried to set the knights up so that they could turn around and do a counter charge. I moved the Duke Rockwolf over on the far side so he could either fly over and try to take out one of the kitties, or fly into that brick of skeleton warriors and hold them up. In retrospect, I probably should have just charged in with him into their flank, which would have then kept my nightly bus alive, able to do a little bit more, but I didn't. Tactical error. That's why I play the game. That's why I learn. One of the big reasons why I do these videos. So over here, just showing that movement that I have going on. He turns around and he charges the knights during his turn. He charges the knights, the smaller brick of Knights of the Realm, and I lost 1 from shooting, I believe. But they were already running because I chose to flee. I barely got away. I moved like 4 inches. So I'm like, I'm going to get him, not a problem, because he's got Swift Stride on that thing and he rolls 3 inches. I'm like, that's just bad luck. Just both of us, just bad luck. Chalk it up to dice. His Scorpion came out and is threatening my War Machines. And there's that from dying of Bowfire, of all silly things. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm grinding it out with that big brick of skeletons, as you can see in this picture here. And look, nothing good's going to come of this. Aquitaine, this is an inherent weakness of Aquitaine. Aquitaine cannot go toe-to-toe with a brick set up as this with a bus of knights. There just are not enough attacks to turn around and whittle them down, okay, in a timely fashion. That's just the way it is. The unit that of Aquitaine that's able to do it, I would say, would be Peasant Crusaders. But I don't bring them. I guess I should, but it's not. And it's not that I don't own the models. I do. I don't know. I just chose not to go into them. So he charged me. It's advantage to him at this point in time. I definitely don't feel as if I have enough. I could charge in there with the Duke into the flank. But then the big question then is what's going to happen to my nightly bus, and I'm not going to get through his skeletons quick enough to make a heck of a lot of difference. So what I do with my Duke is I charge into the one monster, the one battle kitty, and I think I have a chance to wound him on 5s because I charge. I think I took the Virtue of Might just to see how it works, and I had oh no, I still have Virtue of the Renown with a lance. So I'm still rolling and trying to get those 6s and just really go from there. But as I figured, 4 attacks, re-rolling, I'm bound to get 1. I can get a single 6, not a single 1. Meanwhile, he put on 3 wounds to me. I'm like, oh well, that's the way it breaks. But we hold. During his turn, his Scorpion goes in to the Trebuchet. He charges the Knights. They flee. He redirects into the because I failed to rally them, by the way. He redirects into the Scorpion, and that's going to spell the end of the Scorpion. Meanwhile, as you can see, the Forlorn actually did rally on their own. And that's me showing them that they rallied. Meanwhile, I've lost about 7 Knights of Forlorn. Not a big issue at this point in time. Again, there goes Betsy. He finally turns around and he charged into the flank of the Duke. When did he do that? You know what? I forgot to say it during this picture here because A, the game was so long ago. B, you can barely see it in the picture up there. But he charges into the flank with a unit of Necroguard, so that pretty much spells the end of him due to combat res. So he does do that one final wound back on the Duke, killing my Duke. Easily kills the Scorpion, and that's it. During my turn, I countercharge into his War Kitty. He's like, I got this, and he didn't care if he lost his War Kitty or not because he's already winning the game. And during close combat, I think I had regen and I had the toughness buff on them, or I had reroll misses on them, and I just was able to turn around and take out the War Kitty in the first round of combat. Meanwhile, my bus of Knights of the Realm is forever going meaner, stuck up there. Rally the other unit of Knights. And that's basically how this now looks. Scorpion primes itself and killing that. And here it's facing towards the Knights, but he actually rotates it the other way so that it goes during his turn into the unit of archers. It was to be expected. It was a smart play, and I danced my my 1 mile around so that he couldn't see the damsel. Over here again, I'm grinding. I'm killing a couple, like 5 archers a turn, just not enough to go through. But here's the issue: is even so, he got off like some lethal strike spell or anything like that. He ends up killing 5 knights in 1 round because of that spell. He rolled lucky, but that's all you have to do is have 1 lucky roll, and because of the rank bonuses and everything else, they break, they flee. There goes my level 4 mage. Or actually, she's a level 2 in this game. So yeah, she's gone. So I don't even remember what happened to those 3 missing knights anymore. But end of the day, I still have points on the table. I definitely was not tabled, but I've got 2 characters. I have my one of my damsels with 2 wounds on her. I've got my brick of Knights of Forlorn, And he doesn't really have an answer for those Knights of Forlorn in combat, but it's such a point sink right now. So you figure that Knights of Forlorn, I think I maxed it out at like 30 models with a BSB that had a kit out on them, plus the reliquary. It was it was over 1,000 points in that unit alone. So I actually have retooled my list and redefined it, but as you can see, this clearly was a victory for Undying Dynasties. So to Victor, uh, victory to Victor, but job well done. I thought he played a much smarter game than I did. And as a playtester, the one thing I'm always going to say is, so I've been dabbling here and there because to playtest everything. And one rule that I have for all playtesters is you have to play 2 games with all the tools, okay, to try to figure out how things work. And then you start tooling your kit. It's not until, I'd say, till somewhere between the 7th and 15th game with an army that you actually have the list that you feel comfortable with, that you enjoy playing, and that's what you need to turn around and utilize. So that's it. Any questions or concerns, always feel free to reach out to me. Again, this here was Victory for Undying Dynasties. Sorry for the short battle report and skipping on some of the details like the magic and things like that. I don't remember because it was so long ago, but as I said, the reason why is I had to wait for 2.0 to drop before I could post this one. And I hope to have another one up later this week because we're meeting at my local game store up here in Westchester called GamesKey, roughly around 8 o'clock. There's going to be a group of at least 4 of us meeting up there. So if you want to, hope to see you. Until next time, happy gaming.